everyone and welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. It is now 2025 officially and I need to get into a little bit more of a reset. So as I'm filming this right now, it's the 29th of December 2024 and my room is in a little bit of a shambles. We did one of these videos last year where I did a bookish reset, but this year I'm planning to do a bookish reset and a life reset. So there's a couple of little things that I need to do before the new year begins to just sort my life out basically. I still have all of my Christmas presents out and haven't put them away properly yet. I need to just take my Christmas decorations down. I need to just sort some things out. So this is what this video is going to be. I want you guys to come along with me and just do a little bit of a life reset for the new year. I have literally just finished filming my Christmas book haul. That keeps happening. First of all though, our first thing is basically to tidy up the room a little bit, but I can't really do that until all of my Christmas decorations are away. So that will be our first point of call. That is what I'm going to do very quickly right now, hopefully as quick as we possibly can. Literally just going to rip that tree down and chuck it away. Just so I remember for next year, the top lights are in this one. Okay. There you are. Thanks. Stepping times. What are you singing?
Stepping to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang all downstairs.
Oh.
But I think Stepping Time is actually Mary Poppins because it's the same actor.
Oh, right. So all I've got to do now is put some clothes away. I've got like a big, huge pile of clothes of some of the stuff that I got for actual Christmas and just like Christmas jumpers and stuff like that, but I haven't put away yet. I also need to put my books away. There are also some presents that I need to put away, but I just need a little think of where I'm going to put them because some of it's like perfume, new pyjamas and stuff like that, but I am going to do like a big clear out on pyjamas and like perfumes can't really go on my side because I've already got perfumes on my side and like little things like that. So I'm going to leave putting my presents away for now and just see what happens with that later on. But I'm going to put my clothes away, at least today. And as you can see behind me, I've still got clothes to put away up there as well. So my next thing to do, which I've never done before, is a bingo card. So I'm going to open the app Canva. I feel like I'm doing a tutorial. I've already started decorating what I want my bingo card to be. And I'm going to, all of this thing filled in at the moment is someone else's goals. I'm going to completely strip that and add my own in. I basically used one of the Canva templates and just changed like some of the, what's it called, stickers and things, because it was like stuff that doesn't really relate to me at all. I was going to do a vision board and I've still got a Pinterest board of what I want my 2025 to look like, but I kind of want a bingo card that I can actually tick off because then it feels like I'm actually achieving something. And then I'm going to do maybe like mini prizes that if I get like a row, I get like a new book or a new something. I don't know, anything that helps me do it. But they're not just going to be bookish goals, they're going to be life goals as well. So I'm going to have a little fill in of that. . Okay, so I have sat, why is it so dark? I have sat and completed my 2025 bingo card, and I know that I didn't really speak through it as I was doing it because I thought that I would sit and do it now with you guys. So there's obviously certain things that can't really be achievable until later on in the year, but this is the whole point of this bingo card. I didn't really want to do like a vision board because it doesn't give me specific things to aim for, whereas this one, I feel like I can tick it off, and I'm very much a ticky off kind of person. My first goal was read the Throne of Glass series. I have started the series, only read the first book, but it's a series that I'm like most excited to read, and I just want to finish it. I feel like that's a good goal to do. I want to read 70 books. That is my new reading goal. 5 of those books I want to be non-fiction books. I do want to dabble a lot more into non-fiction and other genres in this new year. Complete 75 medium. I will get onto that tomorrow. You will see a little bit more of that challenge. But part of my goals of 75 medium is to read non-fiction books, so they kind of go hand in hand. Get a new job. That is another thing that I would love to do in 2025. Hit 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Obviously that's something that I can't control. The numbers aren't that important to me. I don't care whether I've got 2 subscribers or 2 million subscribers, but it is just something to look forward to and something that I can just tick off that I've achieved in the year. But obviously if that doesn't happen, not too fussed on that one, it's absolutely fine. But subscribe. Try a new recipe every single month. Me and Riley definitely want to dabble in not only healthier meals but just different flavours and different things, and there's so many that I have saved on my phone from like the 6 years that we've been together and we still haven't tried them, and there's no excuse not to try them. We should just do it. Date night once a month. Me and Riley are very, very good with this. As you've seen in Vlogmas, we do go to the cinema quite a bit. Sometimes we'll go to the cinema 3 times in 1 week. It doesn't have to be the cinema, it can also be a meal or a trip out or anything like that. We are quite good with date nights, but I think the thought of actually making more of a conscious effort to at least have 12 date nights is great. Host an event. This is something that I find very, very hard because I don't own my own place. I've hosted events in Riley's Tavern that you would have seen in a couple of vlogs in his back garden, but obviously that's his parents' building. It's nothing to do with me. They are very generous. They let me use it obviously whenever I want it basically, but the fact that I don't have my own place to host does make it a little bit more difficult, which is why I wanted to make more of an effort to do it this year. I think whether that's my birthday, that's still an event, or a book club or anything kind of like that, I would love to host an event. We've got go on a weekend trip. Me and Riley have nothing booked at this very moment, but my favourite things, I think I'd rather go on like 3 mini weekend trips away in the UK than I would 1 abroad holiday a year. Is that true? I don't know, but I love little weekends away, little caravan holidays, little lodges and stuff like that. Those are my favourite things. Like cosy England holidays are like my favourite. Join a book club. That is obviously something that I've already spoken about very slightly. Me and my friends aim to do it. We've said for years now we're going to make a book club, and we never do it. So we've actually penciled in a date for book club and picked our next book. So hopefully that's going to occur. If you're my friends watching this, we need to do book club. Another thing is hit 5,000 followers on TikTok. TikTok is something that I didn't really focus too hard on in 2024 because I feel like YouTube just kind of took over. I started working Monday to Friday, so I didn't really have time to do both, or I did have time, I just didn't really prioritise it and just wanted to relax. So I feel like TikTok is something that I want to invest more time in the new year. And again, the numbers do not bother me. Again, I could have 100 followers, I could have 5 followers, I could have 1 million followers, and it doesn't matter either way. I do it because I love making content. But again, it's just something that I want to strive to do and achieve, and it'll be nice to look back this time, well, next year, and be like, I hit 5,000 followers or 15,000 subscribers. But again, if those numbers aren't achieved, it doesn't matter. Part of my 75 medium as well is to do a self-care night once a week. This is something that I feel like definitely makes me feel better about myself and makes me feel a lot more confident and makes me feel cozy, and it ties in with reading as well, like just having a night to yourself, bit of a face mask going on, bit of self-care, bit of skincare, nice bath, shower, whatever. I definitely want to be doing that once a week. Another thing is family time at least once a month. My mum and aunt go and see my nan every single Saturday. I do still see my nans, like I see both of my nans and like grandparents as much as I like, not as much as I can, that's the point, as much, a healthy amount. But I would like to do it more, at least once a month, because a month is only 4 weeks. That is insane. Like, months go by so quick. Just to make a little bit more effort. Like, I feel like I just don't really make effort, and I'm with Riley's family all the time, which I love and adore, but I feel like I've sort of put my family on a bit of a back burner because I don't mean to. Like, we see each other all the time, like, it's fine, but I just want to make more of a conscious effort to do that. I want to start a new course. That is something that is potentially happening in 2025. I want to make a new in real life friend. So in 2024, I became friends with Ellen. That was great. I do consider her my in real life friend, even though we do talk mainly on like social media and stuff like that because we live 2 hours away. But I would love to do that as well with someone, just someone else that I can meet up with and stuff like that. I mean, I have a friendship group, as you saw during Vlogmas. I have met up with Ellen a few times, as I said, but I would like to just do that with someone else as well. Always good to have new friends. I want to go to the theatre twice. My mum actually got me Wicked tickets to go and see Wicked at the theatre later on in January, so I already know that I'm going once. But I love the theatre so much that I would love to do that again. But I might change that goal to go to the theatre / a concert, because I feel like they're kind of similar, but I love going to concerts as well, so I'd like to go to at least one of each. Another one is go on at least 6 solo dates. This is something that I love doing. I love just going to get a coffee, having a little read in the park, or go for a walk, or just do something on my own. Other people might not find that fun, but I love it, and I want to do it at least 6 times. I thought at least once every other month. I was going to put 12, but in the colder months it does kind of make it a little bit harder to do things like that, so I just said if I do it 6 times then I've achieved something at least. Another one is go to a basketball game. I love going to basketball games so much, and I would love to actually do that, but specifically a basketball game that Riley isn't playing or isn't a local team. Like we went to the London Lions game in Vlogmas. That was something that wasn't related to us at all, other than the fact that it was our local team, but not like a uni team, if you know what I mean. Like, it's actually semi-professional. That's what I mean by that. Complete 2 24-hour readathons. You guys will be happy to know that is on my goal list. I was going to put 1, but it's obvious that I'm going to have to do 1, isn't it? It's obvious that I'm going to be doing at least 1 24-hour readathon, so I've put 2 on there. I will probably end up doing more than that, but we will see. Finish a colouring book. That's another hobby that I've definitely dabbled into. I started my like colouring era, but I haven't done too much of it. But my favourite thing is to sit there and colour with an audiobook on, so I'm definitely going to do that a lot more, and I'd like to finish one from start to finish, a whole book. I unfortunately also would like to complete a 1-month book buying ban. I'm probably going to start it as of maybe January, because I haven't obviously bought anything today because it's New Year's Day. I could do it in Jan. If not, I'll do it in like July because it's my birthday, or I'll do it in June in preparation for my birthday in July. Just 1 month of this year, no book buying. And another goal of mine is to reduce my physical TBR by 20%. So I think my TBR is apparently around 275. So I'm really bad at maths. Let me just figure that out.
20% of 275 is 55.
Oh, yeah. I want to reduce my physical TBR by at least 20% by reading 55 books off of that. Obviously, my reading goal is 70, and if I have the physical copy of a book, I will prioritise my physical TBR, like, in general, but at least 55 books need to be read of my physical TBR, because obviously I have my Kindle and I love my Kindle, but I feel like it's so easy to prioritise my Kindle, but I just would like to reduce my physical TBR as much as I possibly can. And I am going to still continue my series of getting through my physical TBR, so that helps as well. But yeah, those are the goals that I've decided to put on my bingo card. Sorry that I've been yapping at you for about 11.5 minutes I've been filming this clip. But that is just something that I needed to get done, and something that I'm glad that I have done. Sorry if you can hear dogs barking. Don't know what's going on out there. But as I'm filming this right now, you would have seen this setup in one of my other videos, in my most anticipated reads for 2025. However, I'm literally just coming off the tail end of that. I wanted to update this vlog because I feel like I haven't updated it since, I think it was like yesterday, day before. However, I wanted to do a little bit of a life update that I have started 75 Hard, which is essentially a challenge to better your life, and you basically take part in as many habits. It's normally 5 habits for 75 days, but you can sort of tailor it to however you want to do it. I've decided to do 75 medium, but I will obviously speak you through some of my goals as well. My ultimate goals of every day for 75 days is, first of all, 10k steps. That has to be done. Secondly, be in a calorie deficit for the entire day. That one you can't really tick off until after because it's what you eat in the day, but calorie deficit as well as the 10k steps. Another one is to eat 2 fruit and vegetables. Doesn't matter whether it's 2 fruits, 2 veg, 1 of each. As long as I'm eating 2 of my 5 a day, that counts. And I know that 2 isn't that much, but for me, who doesn't really eat any vegetables anymore, because I love vegetables and I love fruit, I just need to make more of an effort to actually buy it. So that's one of my goals as well. I also want to drink 40 ounces of water daily, which is equivalent to 1 like Stanley style cup. One of my goals is to read 1 chapter of a non-fiction book. The only problem with this challenge is that chapters can vary depending on the day, depending on the book. The chapter that I read yesterday was 30 pages long, but a chapter in another book that I could read might be like 5 pages. So it fully depends, and I can read more than that if I want to. It's just a minimum of a non-fiction book a day. I have to read 1 chapter. My reading goal for every day for the next 75 days is at least 50 pages. So I can, as I said, like exceed that. I could read 1,000 pages in a day. Probably not, if I actually wanted to. but I have to read a minimum of 50. And I was gonna say I might try and do like an at-home workout every other day. Me and Lily have talks of like joining the gym at the moment, so I think I'm just gonna save that as like a, if it happens, it happens. And then when I join the gym, it will be, you have to work out 2 to 3 times a week at the gym. I just wanted to give a little update that it's actually going really, really well at the moment. As I said, I'm only on day 2 of 75 mediums, so I'm hungry. I'm so hungry, and that is true. But I just feel like it's a good challenge for, I mean, I'm only day 2, so don't take me for like factual information right now. But I feel like it's good because it's not like, you don't have to start it on a Monday, you don't have to start it on whatever. It's not like a weekly thing, it's just 75 days. You could start it tomorrow, you could start it next week, you could have started it yesterday, and it's just 75 days from no matter what. But the only thing that I found so far is I need a wee constantly. Drinking this, I didn't start my water intake yesterday until 2:30 in the afternoon, so I had to down all of this by the time I went to bed, which I did end up doing, but I needed a wee every 2 seconds, so it's quite frustrating. And when I go back to work, I'm going to find that very, very difficult. I am currently on 3,000 steps of the day, so I need to, 3,268, it's just updated, so I need to do around 7,000 steps for the rest of the day. I do have a walking pad. If you saw in my get out of a life slump video back in around like September, October time, I used it twice. I haven't used it since. I'm gonna be so real. Then when I put my Christmas decorations up, I had to like get it out of my room, so I've brought it back into the room now. I am gonna do 7,000 steps on the walking pad, and I'm gonna maybe catch up with Vlogmas. I know I'm so bad, I'm still watching Vlogmas in January, but Zoe Sugg has the best Vlogmas, and I think I've still got like 2 days to watch. So I'm just gonna watch them anyway, even though they're festive. We're not in a festive mood at the moment. It's January, we don't care, but I'm gonna catch up with Vlogmas or like watch something, podcast or whatever, while I walk. What am I doing? So, me and Lily just got back from the gym, and that is definitely something that I wanted to implement into 2025. I've tried 5 gyms before in my life, maybe 4, and my favourite one I went to when I was around 16, so like 6 years ago now. The only reason I had to stop going is because it was the most expensive one. My mum was paying for it because I was 16, and I barely went because of like GCSEs and stuff, so I didn't get the full money's worth out of it basically, and it wasn't fair to make my mum pay if I wasn't going to use it. I tried my uni gym when I went to uni. I loved that gym, but obviously I'm not a student there anymore, so I can't go, and it just wasn't practical for me to get to obviously when I wasn't in uni. I tried a local gym, like fairly local to me but a little bit further. That was okay, but I just didn't like the layout of it. It was very open, the treadmills were right by the windows, it was in a awkwardly busy area, and it was just hard to like access equipment and stuff like that, and I literally went like once and then just quit because it was so bad. And then I also tried another gym everyone I knew went to, and I was like, absolutely not. So I've always loved the idea of going to the gym, I just needed to find one that worked for me. However, the first gym that I mentioned that I absolutely loved when I was like 16, I decided to join again. And now me and Lily have been twice, and we've had such a good session. I'm really enjoying going with someone that I lived with. I loved going to the gym with like friends and stuff like that. It was like a fun thing to do. However, it wouldn't hold me accountable to go. Whereas because me and Lily live together, it's so much easier to like be like, come on, we need to go to the gym, and hold each other accountable, make a routine that works for us, and it just works better that way. So I've just got back. I'm so hot and sweaty right now. I've just got back from like a session. Obviously it was our second time back, so we're just sort of trying everything at the moment and like finding the ropes and stuff, but I wanted to do like a proper workout routine. We did a little bit of abs today and a little bit of like legs and glutes, but obviously normally I wouldn't do them on the same day. It's simply because I was just trying stuff out today, but I just thought that was something to add into like a little reset because it's a new routine that I want to do, a new schedule. I'm also obviously doing 75 hard. I'm currently on day 7 as I'm filming this now, and have actually weighed myself and already lost 2 pounds. I don't like speaking about weight loss too much online because it's such a personal experience, so I won't go too much into it, but I just want to say that like the healthy habits that I'm picking up are working for the things that I want to do, which is amazing. But I did film some clips while I was at the gym, so I'm going to insert them. It's going to be very humbling for you to watch, but there you go. I just want to apologise for this section's lighting because it's going to be very, very bad because the sun is so low today. It's insane. But I just wanted to update you in the fact that I've got a Notion. If you watch a lot of the big book girlies like Destiny, Sarah, I know that they use Notion quite a bit, and I've always looked at their Notions and thought, I want to do that. But I have so many things to track and plan that I get very overwhelmed with doing it. But I have downloaded it on my iPad, which I will say was not very easy to do, and mine is not aesthetic in any way, shape or form. So I'm just going to speak you through like the 2 things that I actually use it for, because once I get used to it, I think I'm going to have like a full Notion that I can actually use, and I do want to do it with like different things and stuff. But when you open it, it literally just looks like this. It is the most basic Notion ever, and I do have 4 little like bookmark things that can just take me to the pages that I've made. My habit tracker is in the trash because I use a paper one, and I did try and use it on Notion, but as you can see, it was just so confusing. The dates were all wrong. I need a full tutorial on how to use Notion, so I'm just going to ignore that for now, and then we will get back to that in the future. But the main thing that I'm actually going to be using Notion for is planning YouTube videos. I am such an over planner. I have already planned up until February and some videos in March. I've even got some July videos planned. Like, I will plan as far in advance as I physically can, and I will pre-film videos as much as I physically can. So right now, all of my video ideas for this year are not on Notion. I think I've planned up until February on here. So if I just type in my YouTube tracker here, it will come up with all of the videos that I have planned for this, starting from my first upload of the year. So as you can see, I've got my Christmas book haul here under the video idea section, and then I've got the upload date that I intend it to go up. Obviously I post every Saturday and every Tuesday, so those will just be like alternated between the 2. And then I have the content type, which is whether it's a sit down video where I'm just sitting in front of you, a reading vlog, obviously, a personal vlog, for example, the life reset and the book reset. And then of course I have my January wrap up as well, which is a sit down, and a swapping screen time video is planned. But again, this can change by the day. That is one thing that I do love about doing YouTube as a job, is that you literally can just, it literally just depends on the day. Like, you can literally be like, I don't want to do that video anymore. It's very flexible is what I'm trying to say. But then in the next column as well, we have the video status. We have whether it's been uploaded, we have whether it's not started, we have an in progress. So right now, obviously, my life reset vlog is in progress and my book reset vlog is in progress because obviously I'm filming them as we speak. And then once they're done, I will literally just tap on it and put uploaded and scheduled and finished. And I'm thinking of adding a whole nother section here as to the books that I need to read for that video, because I feel like it'd be really interesting to see when I'm planning videos in advance, like a reading fantasy for a week or reading pink books for a week or whatever, I can put in the books I'm most excited for and the books I have planned for those videos, and that way I've got it all in one area and I don't need to worry about it too much. But that is my YouTube tracker at the moment. Obviously my Notion is the least aesthetic Notion you've probably ever seen in your life. I might buy a template and just use a template, but it's working for me at the moment, simply just for this YouTube tracker alone. It is car wash time. This is something that I want to do more often in 2025 because my poor little car does not get the spa day that she deserves ever. So I'm gonna go do it now, just as a little reset thing for the new year, and then I'm pretty much done. The actual car needs a reset in itself. I want to get inside done as well, but it's so cold outside and I need to actually clear out my car as well, so I'm just gonna do the outside today. But yeah, I thought I'd do this to hold myself accountable in the vlog because she needs it clean. I think I did it like once last year, if that. That's terrible. I've just got back from the gym. We did a cardio and spontaneous abs session. Wasn't meant to do abs today, but I was like, let's just do it, why not? Get on that grind. And on the way back we did a little food shop. Oh my god, it's so heavy, wait. Which is the heaviest thing ever. As you can see, our cupboard here behind me is not finished. It has not been finished for months, to be honest. It's just one of them things that keeps slipping our mind, and we're waiting for the materials to get another door for the next one here that you can see just in the corner there. Basically, they're meant to look the same, and then we're going to paint them white when they're done. Anyway, So just a little PSA that is not finished, but it will be. And inside of them, I don't even want to show you because they are the messiest things ever. So I'm just going to quickly spend a little bit of time organising them so I can get all of my new food shop stuff in there. Don't even think I'm going to fit it all because it currently looks like this. We've got a fridge as well to put some stuff in as well. So I'm going to organise it into piles of fridge stuff and normal stuff. These have become like some of my favourite things ever to snack on. They're like these little healthy bars and they're like under 100 calories, which is amazing because they taste so good. And I got 3 of them. So I didn't get too much, but I've got to somehow fit all of this in that messy ass cupboard, and I need to sort through this one as well, but I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. But this is going to be insane. And then this is the fridge stuff here. I got a couple of protein bits, some like dairy leaf for lunch, and some fruit as well. Right, it looks crazy, but it is all organised in there. And it looks very unorganised, but bear in mind we have like a million years worth of things in one room. Yeah. So I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me, my followers.
Everton beat Tottenham and Brighton beat Man U.
Breat.
Oh,
Breat. Huh?
Fuck you. Oh, I'm going to hear about the fucking ceiling. What you're doing now is what I need to do.
What?
Right, can you pop in these 2 corners again one last time?
Yeah. Right.
Two I can't see, you're not very good.
Ow, you kicked me!
Baby, take the pic. The first one's wrong.
Oh, really? Don't help. Where was the phone?
I definitely don't want help from you.
Is it? Please! I won't put it in!
Oh!
Thank you for doing that. I just laughed. I don't know if you just saw, but me and Riley have literally just organised all of our top of our wardrobe as well, which looks so much nicer because I've been meaning to do it for literal months, but we didn't have any like storage boxes or the actual time to do it. So at like 10 o'clock at night I was like, do you want to just do it now? And he was like, fine. So we did it, which is great, but that is done. I didn't film any of it because it was just really awkward. It was like, the room was crazy, there was nowhere to put the camera, it was like insane, but it's all organised now, so that's another thing that I've done to reset. But yeah, happy with that, which is amazing. I think there's only like 1 or 2 more things to do to reset. I even got my nails done the other day, which look absolutely stunning, and they have like little flowers and cute little bits of lace on them, which is very, very cute. But yeah,